Hello, everybody. We invite you to watch the Wake Up Miami morning show, affectionately known as the WUMMS show, with your host, Andre So.
And I'm Lyneise Rachelle. Make sure that you are tuning in every weekday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
And you'll catch the hottest morning show in America. Yeah, we're going to say that.
Right,
the hottest morning show in America. I said it.
What?
America. What? I did. Only in America.
Listen, you can catch some positive affirmations. National days. News, shenanigans. Dance
Local, national, the whole nine, and the dance off. So don't miss the show.
Yeah, don't miss it.
Want a drink? Drink on that.
Drink on that.
That's what it is, though.
That's how we feel. So you make sure that you tune in.
That's how we feel.
Made by Quezzy.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the you watching the
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 the wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
Not being acknowledged, not being recognized or accepted. The last ones to be accepted in a museum or a gallery. And so, you know, there were many protest movements that took place with little or no change actually resulting in those movements. I brought all of us together because I want all of you to know these artists.
Well, you kind of told me about this already, but...
I did? What did I tell you?
You told me about the swirls and how you like doing the swirls, and that it was, oh God, it represents three different facets, strengths.
Strength, courage,
and
grace.
And grace. Or it could be strength, courage, and grace. It can go in either direction, right?
Yeah, you know, and stuff, you know. And I want to do it again. But
oh yes, and this was supposed to be a commission work that they kind of fell through.
Yeah.
And so you had a rendering of it, and you decided to paint it on a canvas.
How do you remember all of that?
Because it's you.
Yeah, it is.
If it wasn't you, I wouldn't remember.
So which image is your favorite?
Out of the three, this one.
Really?
I think that
This
one.
is mine right here.
You like that one?
My favorite color. Okay.
Blue is my favorite color too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I picked that.
But the
I know why I picked it.
Yeah.
Yes.
you know, on the face and stuff.
And you know what else I like?
What?
I like the lips.
Yeah, you know.
Because at first I thought it was Alfreda Musa.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
Alfreda was like, no, that's actually Wanda's page.
She likes this too.
Yeah, but she likes it too. Yeah.
Right. So I've sold prints of this, okay, quite a few times.
Right.
I think I might end up letting it go, so I'll be forced to do another
one.
Yeah. Something
Wanda,
different.
tell our viewers why this event was so important for black women in our community, artists, black women in our community.
Because we are little known, totally unrepresented, not recognized by mainstream galleries and museums, and for 400 plus years, we've been trying to knock on that door, but the door never opens. It's like a little crack, you know, happens, and I'm not complaining. If one or two of us, first a male, and if there's too many males getting through, well then we just get kicked out. Right. Okay, but I'm not complaining. What I want to do is teach our community how to embrace us, okay? How to recognize us and support us, you know, because and we have to take charge and control of our art exhibits, our venues. Like I say, you know, when you guys leave here, our names should be on your minds, you know, Aptiva, Elfrina, Joanne, Winsome, Wanda.
Yes.
Okay? Those names you should remember because there's so many more of us, okay? And we could all prosper. Right. Our voice is our art. And we have so much that we want to say to all of you, to our community. I want to thank every sponsor that made all of this happen, made this work. I appreciate you know, the use of the space, the financial contributions, the support, and I thank Adonis Parker for allowing me to do this.
So, tell us your name.
My name is Aptiva Ferguson.
Aptiva Ferguson. Where are you from, Aptiva?
I'm from Miami, Florida.
Okay, that's what it is. So you are one of the artists being featured here at Art Forever Unsilenced.
Yes.
Tell us, what is this moment for you? How do you feel about this?
I'm extremely nervous, excited, you know, it's my first show.
Okay, it's your first show.
Yeah, it's my first show. But it's a beautiful moment for me, you know.
That's good because you are an aspiring artist, and part of this installment is to really honor female artists and black women artists that are of our community, from our community, and displaying their talents and creativity.
Right.
So, this is your piece here.
Yes.
I like this.
Thank you.
Tell us what's the inspiration behind it.
So the inspiration behind this is actually my grandma. This is a younger version of her.
Okay.
She actually passed away August 25th during the preparation for this show. So I decided to kind of change my third piece and dedicate it to her. So my series is about the relationship between a black woman and Earth.
Right.
And this is actually a scene that I was at in Arizona called the Devil's Bridge.
Right.
And I put her in front of it. And it's called The Creator of All Things.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to make it seem like she's a part of, you know, nature, and she has the halo, you know, above her head to kind of bring her completely in. So.
That's dope, because at first it appears to be a hat, but thanks for that clarity.
Yeah.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
I like this piece. What's next for Aptiva Ferguson? Tell me.
What's next is me just continuing to support my business. I have a business called All Around Girl LLC,
okay,
where I do art on press-on nails.
So you do art, press-on nails, commission work,
yes,
right?
Acrylic paintings. Yes.
Okay, all right. So y'all make sure y'all follow any Instagram or social media.
My Instagram is All Around Girl LLC. That's my business page for my press-on nails, and then there's my art Instagram, which is _QT art with 3 E's.
QT art with 3 what?
With 3 E's.
Boy, she got to be like 25 or something, I promise you. I'll put money on it. Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for interviewing with us. Any last words you want to tell the people?
Thank you for supporting me.
That's it. Y'all make sure y'all support. All right, still here at Unsilenced Art Forever, and I'm with another artist by the name of Joanna Hampstead. Joanne or Joanna?
Joanne. Just straight Joanne.
Hampstead. And tell us about this event for you, what it means.
I think it's a wonderful event. Having all these black women together, beautiful art, diverse art, being represented, the energy in the room, I loved it. I would do it again, over and over again. They should do this in every city.
They should do it.
They need it. We need it.
They should. If you would tell anyone about this event that did not attend, what would you tell them they missed?
You missed out. You missed out big time. I think you need to be here to celebrate us, to promote us, to enjoy our art, to buy our art, appreciate art, let us educate you. You need this stuff on your wall. These women are amazing. I really love being amongst them. I felt honored to be selected. What more can I say?
I can say something.
What can you say?
You're amazing.
Oh,
and your
thank
art
you.
is amazing. How can someone find you so they can follow you? Support.
At Xan, X-A-N, Art Gallery. Find me there. Message me.
Any closing remarks before we leave?
What's the closing remarks? Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Adonis. You did a great job. Let's do it again.
So we're here with another artist and a friend of mine at the Unsilenced Art Forever event, Alfreda Musa. What's going on?
What's going on?
You tell me. You
tell
are
me.
featured. You are the woman of the hour.
We are here with your one and only art minister, Alfreda.
There it is.
Musa.
Right. So this event for you, what does it mean? Because this is big, right?
Most definitely. Usually you don't see a lot of female artists come together in one area, and that's why it's so important for me. This is why I'm rooting for it. If you see the little, voluptuous melanin lady in the room, when you see that piece, you'll definitely see how she has her hand up. I'm all for the ladies, yes.
All for the ladies.
All for the ladies.
That's what it is. Tell us about this piece we stand in front of. This is, and what I want to say is I've known you for years, and I do want to say this. You are shifting as an artist and becoming even more doper than what you were. Yeah, this is dope. Tell us about this.
So with this piece, I called it Rose of Sharon because actually my mother name is Sharon, so I said Rose of Sharon, and the flowers gives you rose.
Right.
So with our melanin beauty and automatically beauty butterfly, what do we relate to? Butterflies.
Right.
I had to put that in there.
Right.
But it was a whole process. I made sure I used our dark browns, our caramels. You also have a little bronze in there,
Right.
and everything had to go with I'm gonna go with the flow, girl. So that's what happened on this piece.
So it's encompassing all our colors in the piece with the colors.
Everything, and the process, you can tell the process. It speaks for itself. You have some butterflies that, when you talk about butterflies,
Right.
it's a process.
Right.
They go from the caterpillar
Right.
to the cocoon, to the boom bang,
Boom ba-dang.
to the boom bang, to the what? Butterfly.
Sisters over misters.
So you see that process going on in this piece too. So I hope it's speaking to you without words. It's giving you black, beautiful women.
That's it. Tell us your Instagram and social media tags so people can follow you.
You can follow me on alfredamusa.org. Also on everything, you can do that. And also to my other name, which is the one and only, the Art Minister.
That's what she is. Any last words you want to say before we leave?
Let the palm of your hand be the inspiration to your masterpiece. Yep.
This one here. That's what happens when you know people forever.
is Mrs. Bolt, and I am a Jamaican. And I've always loved art. When I was about 6, my brother bought me a book on Picasso, and I started secretly drawing and painting, but coming from the island, that was like not too cool. Everybody wanted me to be a nurse instead, and I knew that was not going to be the way I was going to go in life. So art was what helped me through a lot of times in school and as I grew up. Came to the United States and lived in New York for a while, and decided to come down to Florida, knew no one, and came here and started my art business. Okay. Then I called my friends in New York and told them I was an artist. So I'm a self-taught artist. I have been doing this for umpteen years, and with doing that, I also like the beauty of homes. So I'm an interior designer as well, and I teach kids after-school program with art and the senior citizens.
Okay, so this is history right here. This is the first time me and Winsome ever interviewed.
Yes.
Give me some. This is my sister, y'all. Winsome, tell them who you are and what it is you do.
So my name is Winsome Bolt. I'm a curator, interior designer, and an art instructor for kids and older adults.
And you do more. Come on, spill the beans.
And with doing all of that, I decorate homes all over with my artwork and other artists as well. And I love to interpret my feelings through my art and what I do. So yeah.
I think that you are very, very worthy to be a part of this Unsilenced Art Forever event.
Thank you.
It is, in my opinion, about time.
It's about time. Yes.
It's about time, in my opinion.
It's been many years since Oscar Thomas shows. I haven't done anything in this at this caliber.
And you've been cultivating the art community. Period. Male, female, doesn't matter. Black, white. You've been cultivating art. Period. For years.
I started like the early '90s, and that's where I met Adonis. And I used to do art in my home. And bring the artists in and turn my home into a gallery. So this is where I know my art peaks. And we all kind of went our separate way artistically, but here we are coming back together, so it's great.
Tell me about this piece here that we stand in front of.
So this piece, I do a lot of things with children. And this piece represents what I think Miami, it should or would be all about. It's a merging of color, it's a merging of controversy, it's a merge of different ethnicity. And along with that, I wanted to show this young lady representing the shadow of all of us.
This is a beautiful piece. Any parting words? They got the music popping now. Any parting words before we leave, and how someone can find you on social media?
So you can find me under Block 1 Art Walls, Winsome Bolt, Facebook right now. And my parting words is make creativity the best that it can be for you. It's all about creativity in your life.
Y'all heard it. That's what it is.
At DRT Behavioral Services, we provide culturally sensitive mental health evaluations with thorough treatment plans, incorporating alternative forms of wellness, not just Western traditional medicine. Besides medication management and psychotherapy, we provide education to people in the areas of minority mental health with classes on your diet's impact on mood and sleep hygiene for better rest. We also offer weight loss therapy, massages, and facials. Visit brainlovehelp.com today.
Hello, my name is Lyneise Coakley, licensed realtor in beautiful South Florida. I started as a real estate investor in 2001 when the business of buy, fix, and sell was really booming. That sparked my interest in real estate law and property management, but it wasn't until 2016 when I decided to become a licensed realtor. My desire to become a realtor stems from the passion that I have to help people realize their own dreams of freedom through home ownership. From guiding first-time home buyers to veterans to managing landlord portfolios and working closely with sellers, I am dedicated to helping anyone looking for residential or commercial property. I can be contacted by phone or text at 305-925-0958 or visit my website, realtorlyneise.com, and referrals are always welcome.
The pulse, it quickens. Sensations ignite. Cool water, hot spice, fast tempo. New cultures, new flavors, new you. You, undersea explorer. You, street artist. You, fearless adventurer. Salsa dancing to Latin beats, exploring history and heritage. Flying across a wild river of grass. Sense of time, it's lost. Sense of place, it takes over. But not any place, this place. Here. Now. Wow. Not the Miami you expected, but the Miami you found. Start your discovery now.
Get on home, yeah. Get on home, Get on home, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get on home,
I'm Jasmine Samuel. I'm a visual artist, and I draw with my eyes. I was born with cerebral palsy. I'm on a different kind of journey, and you won't understand unless you look through my eyes. People think I don't understand or know what's going on, but I do. Just because I can't walk or speak from my mouth doesn't mean I don't hear, see, or understand. When I see you, I smile because I don't want you feeling sorry for me or sad because I'm in this wheelchair. I smile because I can still love and feel love from those who aren't afraid to give it back to me. I like to have fun and make people laugh. I want the things any 24-year-old would want, like playing basketball. I want to travel the world, get married, and have children one day. Yes, it bothers me when I don't get invited to some things, or when my friends become distant, but when I am invited, I see it as an opportunity. I want to show people that I am a person just like them and I have gifts and talents that I can contribute to my community. God allowed me to live through that traumatic birth so I can be a voice for those who can't speak. I'm spreading the word that God created us all to love and have faith. We have to believe and have faith that we can do all things He created us to do. We must focus on our abilities and not our disabilities. I have faith that I'm going to do all the things I dream to do.
She's doing it, nobody's doing it. Jasmine, I can't believe it.
I need you to see what I see. I see myself talking, walking, running on the beach, and being an actor one day. So don't feel sorry for me, or anyone else with a disability, but let's encourage and help each other to be everything we were made to be.
This is Andre Soul, Wake Up Miami Morning Show on the scene, iUrban TV on the scene. We are here at Roberto Clemente Park, where there has been a renaming. It has changed from Dorothy Quintana Community Center to Roberto Clemente Park, Dorothy Quintana Community Center. And we are right here in the heart of our community, right in Wynwood, the original Wynwood. This is where it all started at, and this is where most of our Boricua community resided. And so we just here making sure that we support our community, let you know what's going on, let you see exactly how this community is changing and what our commissioner is doing in this district. So yeah, make sure you follow us. Stay tuned to the Wake Up Miami Morning Show. Stay tuned to iUrban TV. We are the premier #1 media source for urban entertainment and urban and community development. You heard it. Andre Soul said it. And we'll be right back with some more stuff. Y'all just stick around. So we're here with the commissioner, as you know. She is our commissioner. We love her to death. So tell us, what took place here today?
Today is the kickoff of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yes.
And in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, we are celebrating Roberto Clemente by putting his name on this park. It is now officially the Roberto Clemente Park and Dorothy Quintana Community Center. Roberto Clemente was an amazing baseball player. He played for the Pirates. He was number 21. Yep. He broke several records. He was also a humanitarian. He gave back to his country. He was Puerto Rican descent, but he gave back to everyone, and it's as important for him to be a world-class baseball player as it was for him to give back. Sadly, he lost his life tragically on a mission to Nicaragua to give supplies because of an earthquake.
Yep.
He was killed in a plane crash, but he taught us, his legacy has taught us that no matter who we are, what we do in this life, we must give back to our brothers and sisters.
Period.
And that is what I'm about, and that is why I'm so honored to be here to recognize the life and legacy of Roberto Clemente, and that generations to come will know what his legacy was and what he meant to this community.
Period. Me and you, Lily, always.
Always.
I told you, right? Even when I'm not there, if I feel better, I'm in the building, right? Did I tell you that?
Always.
I told you. So what's going on here right now? We see some things is changing. Tell us what's going on.
Roberto Clemente, the beauty of Puerto Rico is that we are colorless. We don't have colors. We are black, we are white, whatever, we are Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Roberto Clemente is the beauty of the legacy of Roberto Clemente. It goes beyond that. He was a black Puerto Rican, black African American, because Puerto Rican are American.
Right.
So the beauty and the legacy of Roberto Clemente is something that we carry very hard, deep in our heart. The job that you see me doing in everywhere is because of Roberto Clemente.
Right.
Today, if you look at my bank account, I only have $10. $10. But it's the honor of my life to tell you that I have $10 because I give everything to the community. And I don't do it to be famous, I do it from my heart.
You do it for the love.
For the love. For the love of the people. And that's something that I learned from Roberto Clemente and other many Puerto Ricans like Sorina Ferrer, who was a rich Puerto Rican. rich, and her brother was the governor of Puerto Rico for many years.
Oh.
She decided to stay with the poor.
Right.
She never wanted nothing for her brother, for her family.
Right.
And she was called the sister in Salina.
Right.
I carry that in my heart.
That's beautiful.
And because of that, I go to Overtown, I go to Liberty City to help my people.
That's right.
Because it's not about money. It's about heart. And when you from the hood, from the ghetto, we don't have money.
Where we from?
From the hood.
From the what?
From the hood. From the hood. El barrio. And we bring that to us.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Let's go inside. Let's go in.
Okay, so we're back on the scene. We are here at Roberto Clemente Park, Dorothy Quintana Community Center, which has recently been renamed by our district commissioner. I'm standing here with a gentleman. Lily introduced you as Luis. Tell me, I think you're a part of this park and what you do. So tell me, Mr. Lewis, what is it that you do here?
Well, I pretty much volunteer. You know, I don't get paid for anything that I do here. I have to make that as a disclaimer.
Right.
And the other issue is that I've been working, this building came about because back when Manny Diaz was mayor, there was a bond issue and we fought for a new building and I was on that board and I kept the name alive, Roberto Clemente, and the hope that we get a new building, and eventually we got a new building, thank God. And so I pretty much, for a very long time, just did volunteer work, try to move the needle forward to help, the park help itself. And then I work with the Puerto Rican Chamber of Commerce, small business, program, grants and stuff like that we try to get them to help themselves in across the board. This is not about Puerto Ricans only. It's, we all live here.
Right. It's about the community.
It's about us.
Yes.
We're all children of God.
Right.
And I believe that. And so I've been doing this for a while, and I'm very proud that the commissioner, chairwoman, Christine King. You better watch yourself.
I gotta watch myself. Chairwoman
Christine King came forward and helped put the funds for the name to make sure the building is named after Roberto Clemente. And Dorothy Quintana, who passed away at 101. Wow. She was a community activist born in Ponce, Puerto Rico, lived here for about 80 years, whatever.
Right.
And she helped build a lot of houses in this area, homes, and sold them at affordable prices to the local community, 140,000, whatever. And that's unheard of, when people hear that, they say, oh my gosh, it's a gift.
Right.
And those houses now are going for like 500, 600,000, which is crazy. I don't know how working folks and working class families can afford that, but that is the American way. So I'm really proud and very happy that the chairwoman came today and said this is our time, and our message moving forward about the Roberto Clemente is you do well by doing good.
Right.
And giving is just as important as receiving. So that's what we do here. We don't answer all the questions, we don't solve all the problems. Right. One day at a time, brother. That's how it works, man.
That's the only way you can do it.
That's the only way you can do it.
This community has undergone a lot of changes, even from with it being Wynwood and then it changing over to a Wynwood that we know it now.
Right.
What's slated for this park? Because since all the development and all of the big wigs are going into Wynwood now, right?
They're all here. They're not
they
going.
Are here. Right, they are here. Right. I stand corrected. They are here. What are they going to do, or what's going? Because now everything is moving west. The development or the consideration for redevelopment is coming west. What is in store for this facility in this park coming up? Is there anything?
No, right now, our hope is down the road when we're talking about the basketball court.
Right.
There was a brother who was the parks director many years ago who talked about building around the basketball court. It's too hot in the summertime.
Right.
I find one for the kids to play and get an air conditioning basketball court. I'm from New York City, so I grew up in New York. Okay. I'm a New York Rican.
Okay, I just came from New York.
I'm very proud of that because we've done a lot in New York. And we're good for Puerto Rico. We're here.
Right.
We vote.
Yes.
So so that's one of the projects that we're looking at. We're looking at creating a a statue in the name of Roberto Clemente.
I think that'd be hot. Very great.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make sure, and we got some lineup sponsors for that work. God willing, it comes through. And you know, this is for the community. Regardless of what happens, you know, there's even in the Bronx where I grew up, you know, there's been changes. Yeah.
Rachelle, lean back.
You know what I mean?
Lean back.
That's it.
That's it.
And even there, you know, the place has changed and people are moving forward.
The Bronx has changed.
And it is. That's the way it is. You know, that's the way America is. Especially folks who got money. They wait for the community to go down. This is how they get the best deals.
And come and buy it up.
By not investing in the community and let the community go down, the services go down, and then they come in, they buy you out, and they chase you out, and you got to go to the suburbs, and you got to pay, you know, for 2-hour ride and come into work and all that stuff. So it's gonna be hard for working people, but you know, it is part of America, and at the end of the day, we got to vote. We got to vote people like Christine King, like you know, Keon Hardeman. Those are the people we got to keep in office because they're friends of ours, and they're not Puerto Ricans. It's not even about that. They're elected officials. They're there to do a job.
And it's about being cohesive.
Yeah, man.
As a community.
We got to come together. It's not perfect. You know, it's not going to be perfect, but it is what it is. And you know, and believing in God and doing good things, that's, you know, you can sing.
Mr. Lewis, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, likewise.
Hope to stay in touch with you.
Yeah, man, I'll give you my
Definitely.
number.
And just keep posted on what's going on here and maybe we could do some events here. So.
Yeah, well.
I see Bad Bunny in the picture right there. Maybe we can have Bad Bunny come.
Let me tell you what we did with Bad Bunny. So you see how old I am. We raise money. We're raising money for the kids here, for the Roberto Clemente baseball team. And then I go to the park at the Marlins, and I say, hey, you know, we're gonna do this. What can you do? So, I got you a Puerto Rican rapper. I'm like, Puerto Rican rapper? I'm thinking of Daddy Yankee or something, you know, Theo and all those guys. And he says, no, this guy named Bad Bunny. He's gonna be here tomorrow, and he's gonna throw out the ball. I said, what the hell's Bad Bunny? So I just played it off, and I said, okay, good idea. I called my son. He's young. He said, who's Bad Bunny? So, that's the next bomb that's coming into the international. This guy, and he's broken out. You know, God bless him. I hope he makes the right decisions in his life to keep his fame going right. And he came, he threw the ball.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Ella le gusta la gasolina, dame la gasolina. Hey, so we here in the community talking to Mr. Lewis, just seeing what's going on. We want to thank y'all for watching. Any last words you want to say?
Yeah, you know, the number one word that I want to pass on to all is that please make sure you're registered to vote. This November is very, very important that we go out to vote as a community, regardless of where you're from, regardless of your party affiliation. That doesn't matter. You got to vote. You got to show power. And if you don't vote, then you can't complain.
Can't complain. That's it.
My intern experience was great. I got to help people who needed help in the community, and just in general, like we did food drives and giving out like hurricane supplies for the people who don't have the money or to buy supplies during that time.
This was an amazing experience because she is a very good commissioner and she cares about her community very much. She's very passionate and she's a good leader.
My intern experience is going well because I'm learning new things of how to help out the community. Yeah, that's it.
If you see someone who needs help, you should try to help them and just don't ignore it, because that will better yourself and better the people that you're helping.
Honestly, I learned to be very courteous and stay on my feet and pay very close attention to everything and everyone around me. And I learned about the different departments and stuff. And maybe one day I'll be into something like that. Maybe one day I'll be the commissioner. Period.
I learned to help others in the community. Neat.
Commissioner, she's very friendly, and like I said, she's passionate about her job, and she does care about her community very much. And she goes out of her way, and she tries to make as much stuff possible as she can. She likes to give back to the community.
What I found about the commissioner is that she's a kind woman, and if there's a problem in the community, she would try her best to help the people. And overall, she's just a kind person.
I learned that Commissioner Christine loves serving her community. That's her #1 thing.
I would tell someone about interning for Commissioner King is that you should take the opportunity to help the people that's in need. And it will be a great experience working with her. She's a great person. Overall, if you need anything, she'll be there to help you.
I would tell another intern to pay attention to everything that's going on around you so that you can learn and teach others.
I would tell someone after me to be very consistent and be patient and just let the time, just take your time.
Thank you, Commissioner King. All the things you helped me learn while working here. And I got to learn new things that I didn't know that was happening in the community. And I try my best to help. I'm working with the people.
I would tell Commissioner Christine that she's a nice person and I love what she do by helping out her community. Yeah.
Commissioner King, I had a very good experience and I love you so much. And I thank you for this opportunity. Gang, gang.
Folk Life Friday is an open-air market event that features vending entrepreneurs, music, and entertainment, along with community economic development. It started as a yearly event when Commissioner Arthur Teal was in office and has grown to a monthly community event. Jackie Bell is the founder of New Washington Heights CDC. She is also one of the contributors to the redevelopment plan for Overtown that was done with Gwen Cherry and the Community Relations Board. Folk Life Friday allows startup businesses an opportunity to grow their business and operate as a stepping stone for true business enthusiasts. From conch salad to barbecue ribs, clothing, and much more, Folk Life Friday offers the community an event that's fun and entertaining. Folk Life Friday has honored many of our community leaders, along with up-and-coming businesses that service the community. Most successful businesses in the community has consulted and sought the guidance of Jackie Bell, along with participating in the Folk Life Friday event. Folk Life Fridays happen monthly on the first Friday of every month at the 9th Street Pedestrian Mall from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And you can find us on all social media platforms. Folk Life Friday, food, entertainment, arts, crafts, and more.
Hi, my name is Aaron Dreilinger. I am a chef and partner at Hammock Greens. Tom Smitherman, the founder and farmer, started this company 2 years ago. He started with one container, invited me in, and together we've built a name for ourselves amongst chefs and restaurants and the foodies and the people that influence what people eat. Hammock Greens is a farm. It is urban farming reimagined. We have a growing fleet of shipping containers with vertical hydroponic farms inside them. Right now we are 6 containers strong and we hope to double the size of the fleet in the next year. The technology that we're using is called vertical farming because we grow our greens from ceiling to floor. You can see them behind me. So using indoor hydroponic farming technology, we have reinvented what an urban farm looks like. We use zero harmful pesticides, chemicals. We're able to grow over 4 tons of greens per year per container. That's an enormous amount of greens. The next question was where to put the farms. We put them in unused and unnoticed spaces.
Hi, I'm Darius Namor, and I'm a planting associate here in Hammer Greens. And what we do is we grow plants hydroponically. I'm very proud to be a part of this project, and what I'm learning from it is that there's endless possibilities in, you know, just widening my prospects of being able to do something great for my community, and you know, just to tell others about it, I think will really give you a greater appreciation for the planting and just enjoying it as a whole.
Is there's a connection between farmer and the chefs, and this magical moment when they open the box, Thomas comes and brings it to them, and they look inside together, and it's like, I don't know, Christmas morning, and they open it up and they're all excited, and there's a connection made, and in a huge world we lose that connection between the farm and the people that are eating the food on it, and what we've done is found a way to connect that again and bridge the gap between the people that want the food and need it and the people growing it in a really beautiful way. Chefs talk about the way things used to taste, or they remember how things used to feel and taste, and the textures that used to be more vibrant, and they get that from us because it's alive when they receive it. And we've done that without shipping it across state lines and country lines and zip codes. We've done it in their neighborhood. It's really incredible what we're growing. It's amazing to walk into our farms that from the outside look like a steel box, and to walk inside and they are bright and full of life and full of light, and the reaction that people have to the farm and to the product is amazing, and we want people to see it, and we want to share it, and we want to grow.
What's going on, everybody? This is your main man, your main guy, Andre Soul. Wake Up Miami Morning Show. I'm here with my brother from another mother, Lyneise. We here at the Urban Film Festival 2022. What is it, man? Tell me about it.
Man, we excited, man, and I've seen so many films come through this year. All the premieres are great. Just everything great.
Right. The whole gamut, right?
The whole gamut.
Let me ask you a question. Did you learn anything?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Just watching a lot of the other projects, just looking at some of the things that they were doing with lighting and the cinematography and everything that I was just doing. I was there, although I was working the event, I was a student.
Right, because I was with you. And that's why I asked my question, because you are a writer extraordinaire. Let's put it out there, right? No, let's put it all the way out there. Writer extraordinaire, talented brother, has written plays, has given people opportunity, put people on board, right? Just a lot of other people, Lyneise, like you work with a lot of people, like you and yourself, for me, is a superstar. No, for real. So iron sharpens iron, right? What's next for you in this field? What you're doing?
Well, what I'm doing right now, definitely getting ready to push out the Weekdays project. And I've been sitting back thinking about the film that I want to put out. So I may want to put out another film. I'm doing some ghostwriting activities now, a couple stars, a couple artists and stuff. And that's the thing that I want to actually put out for myself. Having a conversation with you just inspired me today to just go back into the lab and start creating.
Now I wanted to end the conversation. I want us to actually move together. Right? Like on some real, like really move together as black men in media in Miami, right? Coming together so that we have a stronghold on what's rightfully ours, right? Our story. Absolutely. So that's amazing. How did you get involved with it? Man, you know what? Honestly, this came about. This was a vision that we had. So we were shooting movies, doing things like that, and then we went to a film festival. And we saw that there were things that were missing in the film festival. So we sat in the lab and we just started to think, you know, like Marco, shout out to him, shout out to Florida Film House, shout out to Blah, you know, just sitting there and just kind of like, you know what, we want to do something that's for us, by us, you know? And so that was the opportunity to give other filmmakers, like underdog filmmakers, the opportunity to learn how to monetize on their content and stuff like that, you know? So we're gonna put some stuff together. Tell the people your information, how they can get in contact with you and see what you do. You guys can follow me at Yanel Aris, all my social media. If you just Google Yanel Aris, you guys can find me there. That's Y-O-N-E-L, last name A-R-I-S. You can find all my social media information. Andre Soul right here on the scene. Urban Film Festival with my main guy, Yanel. And yo, we doing it. South Florida, get ready because it's about to be an explosion.
There's a direct relationship between having the businesses and being in prison. Go find see how many Asians you can find in American prisons. You ain't gonna be in there. But 51% of your prisoners will be black because blacks don't have any businesses and industries. There's a direct link. Blacks won't practice group economics. Blacks won't practice group politics. If you don't practice, you're setting yourselves up. I told that 5-story building, you're setting yourself to get wiped out. Understand the nature of race, which is economics. If you build the first floor, it's economic. Build your businesses and your industries. Control business and industry, and put that pulls in your money, and hold that money, and practice group economics with it. Arab and Asian money bounces 12 to 13 times what it leaves. Jewish money bounces 18 times. Black folk got to learn how to practice group economics. Black Americans spend every penny they get outside their own community. Then you take the money and the wealth that you get from that first floor and go to the second floor. The second floor is politics. You then take that money on the first floor and you control your politics. Black folk must quit allowing people to tell them to go out and vote. Vote for what? Nobody's going to do anything for black folk in politics. Politics is controlled by money, major corporations who got the money. That's what controls politics. If you have no money, you have no say-so, you have no benefits coming. So you take your money and you control, and you take your money from the first floor, you buy every politician on the second floor. And any politician you can't buy, you rent or lease them to get what you need. Then once you get the second floor under control with your politician, with your money, then you go to the third floor. The third floor is the police department and the court systems. You take your money from the first floor and your politics on the second floor, and you control the court system and the police departments. Then the fourth floor, then is media. You then take the money that you generate off the first floor from business and industries, and you go after radio stations, TV stations, newspapers, and cable systems, so that you can now inform and communicate with your own people. Right now, black folk only control less than 35 thousandths of 1% of the media in the United States. Out of 12,000 radio stations, black folk own about 75, 80. That's all. You own no cable systems. You don't have a daily newspaper. You have nothing of importance. You got about one black TV station. And so you can't communicate with your people, you can't inform your people, you can't do anything. You can have Rush Limbaugh and all the rest of the guys talking about racism all day long and bad-mouthing you, and O'Reilly's. They can call black folk all kind of names all day long. What are you gonna do? You can't respond. You can't even communicate with your own people because you don't have an economic base. 51% of all the prisoners in the United States are black people. You know you only make up 12% of the population. That's no accident. It's because you don't control the economics and the politics. And they're gonna go after the weakest people they can get their hands on to incarcerate it. That's the black folk. And what are you gonna do in response to it when they over incarcerate you? You're gonna go out and have a march, a demonstration. We're gonna march. March for what? Who cares? Marching never changed anything.
إلهي همزو ما
So this is the beauty of us having these beautiful people open up their home. I asked a couple of folks from our fellowship and community leaders who are deep in the housing struggle to say a couple words and open up. Same as like we do on the EJ Spark on our Zoom calls, right? The prompt is, right, it's simple. It's like, what's heavy on your shoulders right now about housing? And where do you see, like, we talk about disruption. We got smash up in here. We got women with broken heels disrupting. So it's natural in the right for creative disruption fellows are also here. So what is the thing that we're disrupting right now?
We're trying to fix the system and break down these walls, right? And our whole entire sort of theory of change is that we want community control and community ownership of resources. That starts with the land, but it also is our renewable energy, it's the jobs in our community, and we want to build, we want to own, we want to build and maintain our own blocks. So right now, Push Buffalo started with 20 blocks. We're in 40 blocks. We own about 150 parcels of land. We're building affordable housing.
The positive thing is that community-based organizations are rising up. We have Not for Self is a group of community-based organizers against development. In Dorchester, we have Reclaim Roxbury that's doing the same thing in Roxbury. Then you Keep It 100, JP. So folks are rising up and thinking about development in a different type of way. So that's a positive piece of it. We don't know if we could stop this development though. That's just keeping it what it is. What we are trying to do is making the development what we consider to be legal under the current fair housing regulations and laws.
What weighs heavy on my heart is, what am I fighting for? You know, what are we fighting for with our neighbors? What are we trying to protect? Because with Ironbound, one of our biggest housing struggles has been around public housing and trying to maintain our public housing. There are 10,000 people on the waiting list for public housing. And so I look up to Rawa's organization, Push Buffalo, as the ideal. That's the North Star, right? You own the blocks. But it wasn't really that it took us 1 year. It's that we've been building for decades of making sure that we're organizing public housing tenants with private housing tenants, right? Because they need to see their struggle as shared, because they're often pitted against each other. Public housing ruins the neighborhood. I'm like, you're renting, you're just as precarious, and you have less protection from HUD. So we try to gain, you know, really align the tenant associations in the public housing with the tenant unions that we're able to do building by building.
You know, a lot of the things that we're like battling here at the fellowship is like, we often think disruption is direct action. Going out to the streets, you know, contesting that way. We need that. That's a tactic. That's not the strategy. You know, so hearing you actually bring up disruption, we think about creative disruption. How are we being creative? How are we using the tools that we got? How are we using the moment, the political advantages right now in our benefit?
We have to do something. Okay? I'm very sorry to have to do this like this, but I want to make sure to catch people before they leave. So, on behalf of the board chair, who is sitting all the way over in that corner over there, and she hasn't we wanted to give everyone here from the EJ Fellowship a little piece of Miami that you can take with you. Power. 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 Transformation. 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 And miracles. And miracles. And miracles. And miracles. And miracles. And miracles. I want it. 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 I need 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 it. I got to have 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 it.
Made by Quezzy.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the, you watching the
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 the wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.
You watching the wake up, 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 wake up.
Miami Morning Show.